you so much.
Thank you so much. And now it's Mr. Terry. Can y'all switch? And just one more time, let me throw her book up so y'all can see it. All right. Now we have Mr. Terry. Awesome, Terry. One of the best attorneys in Texas. I'm going to say it again. One of the best attorneys in Texas.
And I got a bow tie on, so I must really be something.
See, he's got a bow tie on.
If y'all don't believe he's a good attorney, ask all the second lookers.
And I'm a second looker. I'm going to start off with the second looker before I forget.
Whoop, whoop. Second looker.
Okay. So.
Talking to the mic. Sha. There we go.
Okay, guys, look. I'm going to talk straight to y'all this evening. We ain't going to do no bull jiving.
Bull jiving.
And I got a message for y'all. So, my question this evening is your spirit keeping you locked in? Is your spirit, is your soul, is the energy that you're carrying the reason why you haven't made parole yet? That might not be the case for everybody, but it might be the case. I know it's the case for a lot of people. So, sometimes the energy that we carry can trap us into a situation. For example, whether that be constantly trying to run game on people, or be slick, constantly trying to blame others, constantly trying to buck the system or manipulate the system, our loved ones, our family and friends, in a situation that really we should be submissive to with a spirit of humbleness to then get the desired result from the correct place and not from our own attempts just to have our own way. Unfortunately, I know a lot of guys and gals as well who are in prison for carrying that same energy, right? I'm going to do what I want, how I want, and make the world bend to me, which I believe that we all have a great amount of power that was bestowed upon us. But at the same time, sometimes that can be put in overdrive and become a negative thing. So again, the question is your spirit the reason why you're still locked in? I want to, if I point the finger at you, I got one finger at you and four coming back at myself. So to make it relatable, when I look at my athletic career from high school even to college, right, the energy that I carried really held me back. And ultimately, it ended up ending my career and, leading to me blowing out my knee, blowing out my ankle, and that being, the sunset on my athletic career. I was immature. I was impatient. I was selfish, quick-tempered, real arrogant, had a slick mouth, fought everybody moving, right? And when I carried that energy, it manifested a lot of negativity for me. I was still able to have a certain level of success, but I was never able to reach my fullest potential because I didn't embody the right qualities and characteristics. I wasn't being my fullest self, and ultimately it caught up to me. So I want to share a story from one of my former clients. He's not a client anymore, and I won't say his name. We'll call him Charlie. Nah, I'm just playing. We ain't gonna call him Charlie. I got a better name than that. If you're watching,
LOL.
Let's call him Kenneth. Okay, so I had this one client. Again, this is a made-up name, but I had one client. His name was Kenneth, and he got caught up with some K2, right? And he claimed that when they caught me with the K2 and they did a urine test, that it was bogus and everybody was lying, and mama, it wasn't me, it was them, and the system out to get me, and I don't smoke K2, and da 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 da. Right? And I think that this is a microcosm. In this case, we're talking about K2, but it could be for a matter of inmates lying to family members, whether that be getting involved with gambling or getting involved with this, that, or the third, and becoming a victim of extortion, right? Or catching a disciplinary case, being taken out of parole review, getting put in G5. I've been around parole since I was, 12 years old. My mom started doing this work. I've been doing it myself for 5 years now, so I've seen a lot, and I'm sure I'll continue to see more. But in this case, it was a matter of Kenneth getting caught up with the K2. So again, y'all know what K2 is. Make you roll around in the day room in your own saliva and, just really be your lowest self. I don't know how much lower version
like
of
an idiot.
Right. So anyway, when he caught this case, I was already paid me. His family paid me. He didn't pay me. His family paid me to represent him for parole. And he was begging me like, hey, Terry, take over my case, man. Get in here. Look at this disciplinary matter. And I told him, no. Your family didn't hire me to handle disciplinary cases. They hired me to represent you before the parole board. That's outside of my scope. I'm not doing it. Your job is to stay out of trouble. It's my job to do everything I can to get you home and show that you're worthy of that chance and that privilege. You don't have a right. So I let him know, no, I wasn't going to do that. He was raising all type of riffraff and creating enemies for himself. His family members were coming to visits. They were almost getting locked up. He was just doing a lot. Right, he was doing the absolute most in the most negative way, and it wasn't working for him. So the whole time, this guy didn't know that I had there was a chain of people that led me to him. I had one client who referred another client who referred him. So they all had eyes on him in the same unit. And the first client that initially hired me and then rolled on to him let me know, like, nah, bro, he's running game. He's down here rolling around in the day room. He's doing the full junkie K2 thing, right? And, you know, again, it's the energy that you're embodying and you're carrying that is preventing you from moving forward because your intentions and your actions aren't pure. It's not genuine. It's not honest. And that conveys whatever kind of spirituality system you have, or if you don't have one, it's just a matter of what you put out is what you're getting back. And ultimately, it didn't work for him. So the moral of the story is to all the loved ones and family members out there, you can't believe everything you hear. And my message to my comrades dressed in all white in the state of Texas and those across the country who are incarcerated and listening to this program is respect your family more, right? Respect your loved ones more who are putting their hard money and energy and effort into doing everything they can to get you another chance. Quit all that running game because it ain't working. And that's what got you in there in the first place. So that's my story about old Kenneth. But to wrap up and kind of land my plane, how much longer I got? Dave, what was that thing we were saying a couple weeks ago? What was our little... oh, man, come on. Y'all
I got in
what?
trouble for that.
You did? All right,
Yeah.
we ain't going to do it no more. We're going to get put in G5.
They said that because, yeah. Now, because FCC violations and all that other stuff.
Okay, all right.
They said that was a straight up
All right.
Commercial.
I ain't gonna do it.
You even asked me,
All right.
is it okay if I say that? And we were laughing and joking, so I didn't think there was anything wrong with it.
Okay, well, all
But
right.
yeah, there was.
Like
we're
I told
we're
y'all,
a
man,
non-profit.
by the grace of God, my grandmother used to tell me all the time, look, Terry, you're going to be in prison. You're going to be right down there with your Uncle Larry. You ain't going to be satisfied till they lock you up. And when they get you down there, don't call me. So I ain't going to push it today. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to land my plane. But in closing, I ask that we do an inventory of our heart, our spirit, our actions, our motivations, and our desired outcomes to see whether or not we're in alignment with that, from all of these other factors to what we want out of life, whether that be making parole, whether if you're already out on parole and you want to become successful in whatever avenue, we have to have alignment. So parole is a discretionary decision in the state of Texas, meaning that there's a human being of flesh and blood, of a left and a right hemisphere of their brain making this decision. And you can never underestimate the supernatural element of it all, right? Of like, I'm living right, I'm doing right, and because of that, that has pierced that veil to get my freedom back. And I know that that's not the case for everybody. So I don't say this to discourage people who have been living right for a long time, haven't caught a case in 5, 10, 15, 25 years. I had a capital case that I represented a gentleman on today, hadn't caught a case in 25 years. He's been in prison for 45 years. He caught his case in 1980. I was born in 1990. So trust me, I don't say this to disparage any of you guys, but I'm saying for a lot of you individuals who have been parole eligible and it's just not working, man, do an inventory and let's clean it up and get it right. In any event, I believe in you. If you're serious and you're for real and you're not going to waste your people's money, have them contact me. My name is Terry Henderson Peden. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Texas as well as in Alabama. I practice parole law. It's a second generation thing for me, carrying on my mother's legacy and work that I genuinely love to do, as well as civil rights, criminal defense, and personal injury. So if you want to get free, call THP. My phone number is 334-544-9471. Again, 334-544-9471. And my snail mail address is P.O. Box 1410, Houston, Texas 77251. P.O. Box 1410, Houston, Texas 77251. And shout out to the Second Looker. Shout out to the Prison Show. Always immensely appreciative of the opportunity to come and speak and just be a part of all the great work that y'all do. Much love and happy 4th of July. Peace. I dropped the
Wow.
microphone.
Yeah. And he dropped the
I
mic.
still got a bow tie on, man. What y'all mean, man? I'm bad, man. I'm bad, man.
Let's see if Abe can follow that.
There's no way.
Is Abe even on there yet?
Yeah, Abe's not even on there. So, have you seen this year that there are more paroles being granted?
I can't necessarily say that I've seen more or less. I feel like I have really great clients. I'm fortunate for that. So I don't know. I don't want to just speculate. I hope so. I hope there is. I hope we're on a upward trend for a parole grant rate. Absolutely.
I do too.
Yes, ma'am.
I do too. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Peden.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Now we have. Okay. We have Abe on the line. Let's throw